On today's News Roach, since recreational cannabis became legal in California, sales are down. First Super Bowl commercial has already been banned, and it involves former speaker John Boehner. Say what? And in celebrity news, it looks like the Netflix show The Trailer Parker Boys and Ricky are finally going legit by growing cannabis. All on this episode of the News Roach. Hey, and thank you so much for watching this episode of the News Roach, where I sift through the ashtrays of cannabis stories and pass them over to you. And as always, if you like this little episode and you'd like to see more, please subscribe, like, and or comment below. And you're always welcome, of course, to share this episode if you like. But for now, let's pass the Dutchie and get going. Our first story starts in California, which legalized recreational cannabis in 2018. Expectations were high among consumers and businesses that California was seeing not a gold rush, but a green rush with this new legislation. Unfortunately, the biggest rush so far has been to the ATMs. This is due to the increased taxes last year. Depending on where you go and what you buy, recreational cannabis taxes can be as high as 40% and medical cannabis sales tax in some places up to 20% or more. These numbers are not the same across the state due to what you said earlier. It depends on where and what you are buying, but taxes are way up high. With new packaging and quality control, prices in general went up January 1st, 2018. But these new taxes is what hurting the cannabis industry the most. Sales are down this year compared to 2017, while California only had legal medical cannabis sales taxed. So for 2018, they sold $2.5 billion in cannabis, and that's down $500 million, $500 million from the year before. That means that even though we have now legalized recreational cannabis, we're now selling less. Well, we're not buying less because the black market is doing great. You know the black market, she's always there. Ask no questions, no quality control, and more importantly, no new taxes. Like the Patriots need another Super Bowl win. Yay, go LA Rams. Anyway, one of the best parts about Super Bowl is, of course, the commercials. And every year and this year is no different. Maybe it's a little bit different. One ad you won't see this year is for a medical cannabis ad from Acreage Holdings, a company where former House Speaker John Boehner sits on the board. The ad would have featured 3 individuals who had benefited from medical cannabis. I will link it below. The ad was supposed to run for 30 seconds and would have cost about $5 million to air. At the end of the ad, you were asked to talk to representatives about change to the medical cannabis laws. Sounds good to me, but CBS responded that they will not advertise cannabis-related materials at this point. So you telling me there is a chance? In celebrity news, any fans of the Canadian show Trailer Park Boys out there? Well, the show first aired in 2001 and it follows 3 friends in a trailer park in Canada who try not to go back to prison, all while committing small crimes and growing marijuana that got them into prison in the first time. The show was a hit and is now available on Netflix. I love the show. Wife, not so much, but that's marriage. She lets me do anything she tells me to do. So, back to the start. Ricky, Bubbles, and Julian, the main characters, are teamed up with a company called Organigram out of New Brunswick, Canada. And they're supposed to come up with a new strain. And this strain is just designed by the Trailer Parker Boys. So, if you have tried this strain out there, I don't know the name of it yet, but if you tried it, would you please let us know here on the News Roach what it's like? And you don't have to mail it to us at all. I would strongly discourage you to mail that to us. All right. I want to thank you so much for watching the News Roach. As always, if you want to see more, please subscribe below. You can always share this episode. And remember, there is THC in healthcare.